Symphony of the Seas, Wonderland Specialty Restaurant. Are you thinking about eating there? Join us for our review. Hey, this is Nick with Cruisin' Family, and I'm going to be talking to you today about the specialty restaurant Wonderland on Symphony of the Seas. Today we're going to be diving into the most whimsical and imaginative dining experience at sea, Wonderland. Wonderland is not a typical cruise ship specialty restaurant dining experience. The concept is inspired by the magical world of Alice in Wonderland. So, expect the unexpected. From playful presentation to artistic dishes, this is truly dining with a story. The moment you walk in, it feels like you step into a fantasy land. Oversized shirts, quirky art, and dramatic lighting set the mood. Even the menu, well, it's hidden, and you have to paint it with water to reveal the options. Super fun touch, right? Wonderland menu is divided into whimsical elements: sun, ice, fire, earth, and dreams. It's less about ordering a la carte and more about letting your server guide you through a tasting adventure. You'll typically get about 6 to 8 small plates per person, designed to surprise and delight you. And as a tip from Cheryl and I, we have both, instead of ordering food, we have both, in both experiences, going to Wonderland, not just on Symphony of the Seas, but on Wonder of the Seas, allowed our server to make those choices. You got some specific information. Like, if you follow our channel, you know that I am allergic to shellfish. This is your first ever view of any video on our channel. Maybe you didn't know that, but I am allergic to shellfish. And they ask you before they start anything else, is there any dietary restrictions? And let me tell you, they make sure that you, as a person with food allergies, has just as good experience as everyone else at that dinner table. And there was not a single second where I felt nervous or unprepared and could be eating something that did have shellfish in it. So if you do have dietary restrictions, just speak up, let them know about it, and your server is going to make sure that you have a wonderful experience even with your food allergy. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the rundown of some of the standout dishes on Symphony of the Seas at Wonderland Specialty Restaurant. Let me first start by talking about the tomato water starter. It's a clear chilled broth that tastes like essence of ripe tomato garden. Kind of sounds strange, right? But it really is freshening and sets the tone for what's to come. My wife was able to try out some of that liquid lobster. This is one of her favorites. It's served in a test tube, right? That's kind of weird. And delivers creamy, rich lobster bisque like punch of flavor in one sip. And then they have a dish, the buffalo chicken eggs. Don't let the name fool you. These are bite-sized, spicy, and super, super savory. And then there's the terrier beef. Perfectly cooked tender beef with smoky flavor, cool presentation with a glass filled with smoke. So that's all that smoke gets inside of that meat. And then the magical mushroom garden is it has edible soil, fresh veggies, and truffle mousse. It's also too pretty to eat. Well, almost too pretty, right? And then the dessert is the world. It is a globe of chocolate. It is their signature Wonderland dish. And the chocolate globe melts as they pour warm caramel sauce over it, revealing layers of chocolate, mousse, peanut butter, and more inside. Our server at Wonderland did a top-notch job at immersing us into the experience of the food. Our server really leaned into that Wonderland theme and making the entire experience feel theatrical, but still relaxed and fun. They explained each dish. They told us a little story with every course and gave us plenty of time to enjoy each of the different parts of it. So if you clicked on the video, you're probably wondering, is Wonderland worth it? Is this going to be the place that I spend my money on? I'm gonna answer the question, but I'm not going to answer the question, but I'm going to answer the question. So as I said, that big question, is it worth the upcharge? For me, if you're into unique dining experiences, creative presentation, and maybe some Instagram worthy or YouTube worthy food moments, then yeah, Wonderland is definitely worth it. It's not a traditional eating experience though. It's not where you go if you want a big steak and baked potato, but it is where you go for food that's playful, artistic, and total conversation starter. So in my opinion, if you've never tried it and do have the option to try it out, and you're not a super picky eater, I would say it's definitely worth one shot at least. Will I go back there? I'm not sure if I would go back there personally. And this has more to do with my eating habits than probably what the place deserves. I definitely am that steak, potato type of person. I like it just a little bit more traditional. But as I said already in the video, I have eaten there twice. But our kids hadn't eaten there, which is why we tried it out. And speaking of the kids, there's a completely separate menu just for them. If they're not into trying out all that other stuff, they brought over a dish with fruit, and on top of the fruit was cotton candy, super awesome. And then they also ordered Shirley Temples. And what did they top their Shirley Temples with? You guessed it, cotton candy. And they ordered the world piece, but one of my daughters didn't want anything for dessert. So what would be perfect for that daughter? Instead of not bringing them anything, a big thing of, you guessed it, cotton candy. Cotton candy is kind of their go-to. And if you're switching gears a little bit, no longer talking about kids, if you are looking at their specialty drinks, I always like to try them out because there's the reason that they put it on there. But if you're looking at the one that does have cotton candy on it, if you're not into super sweet drinks, do not order the drink. I ordered it, I sipped it, and I thought it was going to be sick to my stomach because it was so sweet. Well, that wraps up my review of Wonderland Specialty Restaurant on Symphony of the Seas. Have you been there? If you have, drop a comment. Let me know what you think of the place. What were your favorites? What would you do again? Those sorts of things. And if you've made it to this part of the video and you found something that I talked about to be useful or helpful, please consider giving me a thumbs up on the video. And as always, like if this is your second or third or fourth time seeing one of our videos and you're like, oh, I like how Nick breaks things down, consider giving us a subscribe. We are here for travel, cruise, and family type videos. And that's what we're going to continue bringing you. But at the very least, if you leave me a comment, I will 100% respond to you. If you say something, you want to comment back, you want to talk about something or ask more questions, I'm here for you, and I will answer any question that you ask. But until next time, thanks so much for watching. You guys have a super awesome rest of your day. See you around. Bye.